Welcome everyone back to the Inside St Kilda YouTube channel. The 2022 AFL National Draft has just concluded and I'll be using this video to go over the 4 picks that St Kilda used and the players that they obtained in the draft. So we'll just start off with a reminder of what picks we had. So we started the draft with picks 9, 28, 32, 47, 73 and 81. But with father-son bids and whatnot, that ended up becoming 10, 31, 35, 44, and then the other 2 picks we passed on, so they were irrelevant. So with the 4 picks, we selected Mateus Philippou at pick 10 on night 1. I'm sure many Saints fans were very pleased with that result, even though we missed out on Cameron McKenzie. Philippou, I feel like he's a better fit to our side than what McKenzie would have been. He's got that extra height, which is exactly what we needed. We already have Steele Crouch at around 186-ish, 188, that sort of range. But Philippou is just a step up at 192, so having him in the team is going to be very nice with that extra height. He can also push forward, almost as a third tall, and yeah, provide a spark in the forward line with his X factor as well. So yeah, Philippou, very good player. He could have gone at pick 5 where Essendon could have picked him, but they opted to pick Sardis. So we were quite lucky to have Philippou drop to us, and he's seen as by many as one of the steals of the top end of the draft, and especially since he has that December birthday, it means that he still has or he'll have an extra few months of development on his fellow draftees. He adds to a very strong midfield core the Saints have now, a strong young core that consisting of Marcus Lindhager, Mitch Owens, Jack Bytel to an extent, and Ryan Burns as well, if he can step his game up. And yeah, and then we move on to night 2, where we held pick 31. We selected James Von Ness, which is pretty expected, to be honest. I think generally everyone knew that St Kilda would be targeting tall talent, and then maybe another midfielder or a forward. And that's exactly what happened. So we picked James Von Ness, missed out on Lewis Hayes, which was disappointing, but Von Ness is still a very good result. I feel like he's quite underrated because he's got very good athletic aerobic attributes. He's able to jump very well, but he was often played in a role which didn't allow him to do that at fullback, playing one-on-one, kind of like Robbie Tarrant, what he does, just completely negating the opposition key forward, not allowing him to free himself up to take intercept marks and things like that. So I feel like this could be a very underrated pick. If we are able to free him up into that intercepting role, then I think he'll really show off his athletic ability and provide a very strong intercepting wall in our defense. So I'm quite happy with this pick. He's got a lot of upside, so it was a good defensive pick to support our defensive stocks. Then at pick 35 we selected a mid forward in Ollie Houghton. He was one of the big sliders of the draft, so it was very, very nice to see him slide to our pick. In my draft preview that I did about 1 month ago, I had him our pick 28. I thought we would had him in our considerations for that pick, so for him to drop to 35 is, I think, a very good result. Us Saints fans should be very happy. He can play midfield, he can play forward. He's usually on the wing when he's in the midfield, but I think he can also play inside despite being a little bit small. Yeah, so he's very good at disposing of the ball. He's got a very good kick. He doesn't accumulate that much. He might like average 20 disposals when he develops a bit more at AFL level, but he's not one who'd like get 40 disposals or 35 consistently, so he's more of a impact, a damage per disposal player. He's also got a nice leap, so he can get up for those marks, but I think the position that we've drafted him for is that small forward role, to provide that X factor up forward. He's kind of like a goal sneak. He has a very good goal sense, and he's very good at crumbing as well, so he's going to be a very good small forward for us. He can also push up as that high half forward that Higgins has done, and then free up Higgins to play close to the goal and use his X factor around there. So I think Hon, yeah, very good pick. He not only impact the team directly, but he can free up other players to play in their more preferred roles. And then lastly, at pick 44, we picked Isaac KILDA. He also slid very far. Some thought he could have been top 20, but like I think the general consensus was that he'd be around 25, but he did slide to 44, so we were very lucky for that to happen. He's tipped to be the next Paddy Ryder. He's 198 centimeters, he's got a very nice leap. I think he'll start up forward for us, and then gradually get into the ruck, as Marshall will take the main ruck mantle at the moment. I think KILDA, he'll partner with Max King quite well. I think they're both very skillful and athletic, so they complement each other quite well, and I think either of them can be the centre half forward that pushes up the ground, as the connector between the forward line and defence. So KILDA, a very good pick. I think long term, he probably, it's actually quite unsure where he'll play, considering Marshall's there, but either way, I think KILDA will be very impactful in whichever position he plays because of that height and his ability to move very well. So that's my wrap up for the 2022 AFL Draft. There'll be a couple more videos coming. I have a collaboration with a special guest coming in a couple of days, so stay tuned for that. But this is just my very quick summary video of the draft. I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Comment what you think about the draft haul, whether you would have picked someone else at any of the picks, or if you were surprised to see the slides we got. So on that note, I'll see you guys in the next video.